Hello everyone. In this video, let us solve problems from exercise 7b class 10 ICSC Selena. But before going to solve the problems, we should know about these concepts. So let us see what they are. First, proportion. What is meant by proportion? See, four quantities A, B, C, D of same kind are said to be in proportion if A is to B is equal to C is to D. Then we can tell they are in proportion. This, if they are in proportion, we can write like this also. A is to B proportion to C is to D. Why I am telling here A, B, C, D are of same kind? Because here we want to find the ratio, right? When we can find the ratio? We can find the ratio only if they are of same kind and having the same units, and all should be non-zero element. So if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then you can tell A, B, C, D are in proportion. And in the same way, from this you can write A by B is equal to C by D. That implies AD is equal to BC. If AB, CD are in proportion, then you can tell AD is equal to BC and also A by B is equal to C by D. Next, coming to the second one, continued proportion. Continued proportion, this we can tell to any number of quantities. Suppose if you want to tell to three quantities, if A, B, C are in continued proportion, then A by B is equal to B by C. In the same way, if I want to tell for four quantities, if A, B, C, D are in continued proportion, nothing but A by B is equal to B by C is equal to C by D. In the same way, we can tell to any number of quantities. So, if they are in continued proportion, nothing but the ratio between first to second is equal to the ratio between second to third and so on. Next, coming to third one, mean proportion. We know mean is nothing but middle term. So, if A, B, C are in continued proportion, that implies what I told A is to B is equal to B is to C. Here A by B is equal to B by C, nothing but A is to B is equal to B is to C, right? Then B is called the mean proportion to AC. B is the mean proportion to AC. Otherwise, if B is the mean proportion to AC, then ABC should be in continued proportion. In the same way here, C is the third proportion. If A, B, C are in continued proportion, then we can tell C is the third proportion to AB, or if A is to B is equal to B is to C, then C is the third proportion to AB. Or if they ask to write that third proportion to, if C is the third proportion to AB, then we can tell A, B, C are in continued proportions, or A, B, C are in proportion. Next, fourth proportion. Same here, if A, B, C, D are in proportion, then D is the fourth proportion to A, B, C. Nothing but A is to B is equal to C is to D. And one more thing you should keep in mind, whenever they'll tell three quantities are in proportion. So if three quantities are in proportion, what I tell? A is to B is equal to B is to C, right? So nothing but A by B is equal to B by C. So B square is equal to AC. This is the condition when three quantities A, B, C are in continued proportion. Now coming to the problems in 2B. Now coming to the problem in 7B, see first one, find the fourth proportion to 1.5, 2.5 and 1.5, 4.5 and 3.5. Here there are two questions, but I am explaining you only one question. See, first one, solution. Find the fourth proportion. So let the fourth proportion be x be fourth proportion. That implies What you have to take? 1.5 is to 4.5 is equal to 3.5 into x, right? So if x is the fourth proportion to these three, nothing but the 4 should be in proportion. So you can tell product of the means is equal to product of the extremes. So 1.5 into x is equal to 3.5 into 4.5. So you want x, right? So x is equal to 3.5 into 4.5 by 1 point. So 15 3 so it is 1.5 into 3. So x is equal to 3 5 15 3 3 9 is nothing but 10.5. This is for the first Roman first one. Next, find the third proportional to this one. So if same way you can take like this. If x is third proportion to the given thing, nothing but 2 by 3 can add it up, 2 3 6 plus 2 8 by 3. So 8 by 3 is to 4 is equal to 4 is to x, right? See here, if A, B, C, sorry, C is the third proportion to AB, then we can tell A is to B is equal to B is to C, right? So this is the condition for when A, B, C are in, sorry, C is the third proportion to AB. So you can write 8 by 3 by 4 is equal to 4 by x. So cross multiplication 8x by 3 is equal to 4 square. It is nothing but 16. So 8 1 jar, 8 2 jar. So x is equal to 3 2 jar, 6. So x is equal to 6 is the solution. Next, third Roman, find the mean proportion between. So same, right? If let x be the mean proportion. So let x be mean proportion. That implies what I can tell, 6 plus 3 root 3 is to x is equal to x is to 8 minus 4 root 3. So I am writing like this, 6 plus 3 root 3 by x is equal to x by 8 minus 4 root 3. So cross multiplying, x square is equal to 6 plus 3 root 3 into 8 minus 4 root 3. So multiplying 6 8 ja 48 plus 12 root 3. Next, sorry, 6 8 ja 48 plus 6 4 ja 24 root 3. Next, 8 3 ja plus 24 root 3 minus 12 into 3 square. Root 3 square it is 3. So these two will get cancelled. So 48 minus 12 3 36. It is nothing but 12. So x square is equal to 12. X is equal to root 12. 12 is nothing but 4 3 is right. So you can write x is equal to 2 root 3. Fourth one, if x plus y is the mean proportion between x plus 2 and x plus 9, find x. See, they only gave that x plus 5 is the mean proportion, nothing but x plus 2 comma x plus 5 and x plus 9 are in proportion, right? So are in proportion. Given x plus 5 is the mean proportion to x plus 2 and x plus 9, that implies these three are in proportion. So you can write x plus 2 by x plus 5 is equal to x plus 5 by x plus 9. So cross multiplying x plus 2 into x plus 9 is equal to x plus 5 into x plus 5, nothing but x plus 5 whole square, right? So x into x square plus 9x plus 2x plus 18 is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, right? So x square and x square will get cancelled. 9x plus 2x, 11x, 10x will come this side, it is minus 10. 11x minus x is equal to 25 minus 18 equal to 7. So this is the fourth one. Next, fifth one. If x square, 4 and 9 are in continued proportion, find x. They gave these three are in continued proportion. So how what we can tell? Given x square comma 4 and 9 are in continued proportion, that implies x square is to 4 is equal to 4 is to 9. So x square by 4 is equal to 4 by 9. So x square is equal to 4 4 is 16 by 9. So x is equal to root of 4 by 9 is nothing but 4 by 3. Next, sixth one. What number must be added to 6, 15, 20 and 43 to make them in proportion? See, they are asking how much we have to add to all these numbers such that they should be in proportion. So, we don't know that number, right? So, let the number added be x. Okay. So, that implies what I can tell 6 plus x, comma 15 plus x, comma 20 plus x and 43 plus x are in proportion, right? Yes or no? Already we added. We added the required number so that they are in proportion. So they are in proportion is nothing but 6 plus x is to 15 plus x is equal to 20 plus x is to 43 plus x, right? So product of extremes is equal to product of means. So 6 plus x into 43 plus x is equal to 15 plus x into 20 plus x. So 6 into 43, 24, 6 3 are 18. So 258 plus 6x plus 43x plus x square is equal to 15 twos 3300 plus 15x plus 20x plus x square. So x square and x square will get cancelled. So 6x plus 43x, 49x, 20 plus 15 is 35. So minus 35x is equal to 300 minus 258. So here how much you will get? 49 minus 35. So 14x is equal to here 42. So 14 ones, 14 threes. Therefore x is equal to 3. Therefore 3 should be added to all these numbers to make them in proportion. Next, see, these are the applications of proportion. If A, B, C are in proportion, continued proportion, show that A square plus B square by B into A plus C is equal to B into A plus C by B square plus C square. Whenever they give A, B, C are in continued proportion, is nothing but what does it means? A is to B is equal to B is to C, right? So it will become A by B is equal to B by C. That implies B square is equal to AC. So whenever they are telling that A, B, C are in continued proportion, we can take either this or else this based on the given problem. Here we have B square. So we can take let B square is equal to AC. So A, B, C are in continued proportion, that implies B square is equal to AC. So LHS, take LHS, what it is? A square plus B square by B into A plus C, right? So what is B square is equal to AC. So I am substituting AC here by B into A plus C. So again A is common in numerator, A into A plus C by B into A plus C. So LHS became A by C. And we have to prove RHS is also equal to A by C. So RHS is B into A plus C by B square plus C square. Now, what is B into A plus C? I am writing as B square is equal to AC. Sorry, B square is equal to AC, right? So, AC plus C square. So, B into A plus C by C into A plus C. So, that is equal to B by C. And we know B by C is also equal to A by C, right? So, that is equal to A by C. So, both LHS equal to RHS. Therefore, these two are equal. Next. Second one, what they gave, if A, B, C are in continued proportion, that is nothing but what? B square is equal to AC. This is one condition. And here they gave one more condition. A into B minus C is equal to 2B. What they are telling? A into B minus C equal to 2B. So what we'll get from this one? AB minus AC is equal to 2B. So what is AB? AC? AC is nothing but B square, right? So let me write AB minus B square is equal to 2B. Take B common. B into A minus B is equal to 2B. So I got one condition. What it is? A minus B is equal to 2. Now, see, I want to prove A minus C is equal to 2 into A plus B by 2. If I want to prove from LHS to RHS, we have to expand the terms, but it is not easy to expand the terms. So, let us come from RHS to LHS. So, let us take RHS as 2 into A plus B by A. Now, I know what is 2 equals to, 2 is equal to A minus B, right? So, I am writing A minus B into A plus B by A. It is nothing but A square minus B square by A. And I already know B square is equal to AC, right? So, AC by A. Take A common, A into A minus C by A. So, that is equal to A minus C, which is LHS of the given question. Therefore, A minus C is equal to 2 into A plus B by A. Next, third one, given A by B is equal to C by D, and we have to prove A square C plus AC cube by B square D plus BD cube is equal to A plus C whole power 4 by B plus D whole power 4. We have to prove this one, right? Sorry. A cube C. Here also B cube D. Now, see, if you observe here, each and every term has degree 4. See, degree of this term is 4, degree of this term is 4, here 4, here 4. So, whenever it is like this, just keep it in mind. Let assume equal to K. Okay, now we can write A by B is equal to K, comma, C by D is equal to K. That implies A is equal to BK and C is equal to DK. If you observe here, in the numerator we will be having only AC, right? So we have to substitute in the place of A. So LHS is how much? LHS is A cube C plus AC cube by B cube D plus BD cube. That is equal to, so I am substituting here in the place of A, how much it is? BK whole cube. So B cube K cube into DK plus BK into D cube K cube, right? In the same way here B cube D plus BD cube. Now K cube into K, it is K power 4 into B cube D plus K power 4 into BD cube by B cube D plus BD cube. So K power 4 is common. If I take K power 4 common, I will get B cube D plus BD cube by B cube D plus BD cube. So these two will get cancelled. That is equal to K power 4. In the same way, RHS also we have to show that it is equal to K power 4. So A plus C whole power 4 by B plus D whole power 4, right? In the place of A, what I have to write? BK. So BK plus DK whole power 4 by B plus D whole power 4. Here, K is common. If I take K out of the bracket, I have to write K power 4, right? So, as it has power 4, so B plus D whole power 4 by B plus D whole power 4. So, that is equal to K power 4. So LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, these two are equal. Next, if Y is the mean proportion between X and Z, show that XY plus YZ is the mean proportion to this one. So, this they gave, right? So, what they have given? y square is equal to xz, right? Why? Because y is the mean proportion between xz and we have to prove we have to prove xy plus yz is a mean proportion to this one. Nothing but this square is equal to x square plus y square into y square plus z square. Why? Because if this is the mean square between these two, we will get b square is equal to ac, right? So middle term square is the product of the other two. So we have to prove that. So from this, I am taking RHS. Why? Because there is y there, or else we can take LHS also, no problem. Okay, so I'm taking RHS first. So x square plus y square into y square plus z square, right? So instead of y square, can I write xz? So x square plus xz into y square plus, sorry, xz plus z square. From first one, x is common. X into x plus z into how much will get? Z into x plus z. So xz into x plus z whole square. So I know xz is nothing but y square again, right? So y square into x plus z whole square. So can I write like this? X square is nothing but y into x plus z whole square. So xy plus yz whole square. This is equal to LHS, right? So this is the mean proportion to this one. You can do like this. Or else, if you want to do from the LHS, what you have to do means you have to take y common. So y into x plus z whole square you will get again. You will go in the reverse from this one. Clear? Thank you everyone.